I am here at J&L Pickin Patch, which is a local farm that offers produce and also the fun activity of picking your own flowers. So today I'm going to be skipping through their garden and making a custom bouquet. Let's do it. Joining me now is Joshua McNeal, who is the owner here at J&L Pickin Patch. Hi, Joshua.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. It's going great.
Yes, it's a beautiful summer day.
It is.
And we're just strolling on your farm.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a fifth generation farm. So share with me a little bit about the history here.
Yeah, so I was here as a kid. It's my grandparents' farm is how I know it. And we used to play out here and hang out on the farm and watch Grandpa do things and whatnot. So we had the chance to purchase it after my grandparents passed away, and now we are the proud owners of 75 acres here and right next to downtown Fort Wayne.
Yes, 75 acres. That is so much land, and as I look around, you all are doing so much with it. And so you have this really cool flower patch that we're going to get to, but you also have a lot of produce over here. So share with me about some of the vegetables and items that you actually harvest.
Yeah, so we have rhubarb. That's one of our first crops that we deal with, and my grandfather started the patch a long time ago. We've expanded it and have lots of rhubarb. Then we grow your standard vegetables, tomatoes, your cucumbers, melons, watermelons. Sweet corn is about to start. In fact, I was out there earlier. It looks like the coons got in a little bit.
Okay.
So we have a variety of produce that we offer so that people that are picking flowers can grab a couple tomatoes or sweet corn while they're out.
Yeah, that is so awesome. And so I know that over here, you say that you actually harvest pumpkins throughout the fall and of course October and Halloween and all that fun stuff, and then corn, and that you just have so much that you have to offer all the way back, and you also do soybean and all of that. And so what made you decide to transition the farm over to include flowers?
Well, it's Lindsay's fault, my wife.
Fault.
So we got married here on the farm, and when we got married, we filled this whole front field with sunflowers, and then surrounded our wedding venue back there with them as well. And what we would notice is people would just stop on the road and get in our flowers and take pictures, and some of them would pick flowers. And so she thought, well, we have all these extra seeds, so the next year she wanted to put some seeds in, and then we were already doing the pumpkins at the time. So we had them right up here, and then we just let people go pick them just to see if there was any interest in it. And there was. People really enjoyed it. We just had sunflowers and zinnias, and they would pick little bouquets, and we'd put them in little jars, and off they'd go with those and their pumpkins. And so that's kind of what started it all.
I love it so much, so much. So many options and so many beautiful flowers. So let's take a look at the flower patch.
Sure.
So Joshua, we are now in the flower bed, and you actually offer a couple of different services. People can come out and actually pick and create their own bouquet of flowers, which is so cool. But they can also come and take pictures. You offer scheduling for photographers, right?
Yeah. So our primary thing here is you pick your own flower bouquet, and then people come out. We have almost 300 different varieties of flowers for people to choose from. And then in the closed hours, when we're not closed, or when we're closed to the public, we do rent out the space for photographers to use and take pictures in all of our flower fields. We have these picking areas they can use with big wildflower meadows.
Yes. Okay, so I'm so excited. I'm going to go through the process of picking flowers here at J&L Pickin Patch, and you're invited. Let's do it. Now we are under the tent where you get started with the flower picking. Okay, so what are the first steps?
All right, so they choose a size. We have a small, medium, large, and this is our most popular size. It's convenient, fits in your cup holder for the ride home. Flowers stay hydrated the whole way. So they'll pick their size, and then we get them all checked out, and then they'll grab their scissors or snips, whatever they want to use to cut with.
Okay.
And then we tell them put some water in here because the flowers want to stay hydrated in the heat of the day. And then off we send them out into the flower field to pick until their heart is content, or till this is stuff full.
Stuff full. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the size we are going for. So let's get picking. So Joshua, you mentioned that each of the rows has a description of what the flower is, right?
Yeah.
And the technique of cutting it.
Yeah.
But I get a personal guide today, so you're going to teach me how to cut these flowers. So these are so beautiful. What are these called?
These are celosia. We grow a lot of celosia. They're just fun.
Oh my goodness, they look furry. This looks like a furry plant.
They are.
Wow.
Some are furry. Some are called brains. These will continue to grow, and they get more round and look like a brain.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
so
fun.
this beautiful fuchsia one I would love. So if you would show me the technique of cutting this.
So we always recommend to our cutters to cut as long of a stem as they want. Don't think about the height of that.
Okay.
When you get home and you're putting your vase, you want different sizes and shapes.
Yes.
And you can always shorten it at home. You can't add back to it. So,
right.
A lot of these will branch out like this one has once they're cut the first time. So we can cut this one down here anywhere along till you're happy with the stinglet. You could go all the way down to here even. So usually right above a leaf is where we would recommend a cut.
Okay.
And then it will sprout from there and put up multiple stems. So,
okay,
yeah.
Well, let's do it.
And then we recommend to people to strip their leaves off,
Okay.
Throw them on the ground, they turn them back into compost, and then into the cup they go.
So you say that flower will re-sprout?
It will branch off just like this one has, and then we'll end up with smaller ones, which are good for filler.
Yes.
The main one would be like a good focal flower, but then we get lots of little ones. So
Yes,
yeah.
okay, well I'm gonna give it a try. Will you hold this for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Just like that.
Voila.
And then you pull down some of the stem and drop it. And we're making a bouquet. All right, let's keep going. All right, ooh, so these are called Cosmo. I just read it on the on the paperwork. Okay, so tell me about this flower here.
Okay, so this flower is like a spray flower, whereas this was a single stem. Most of these, when you cut them, you're going to cut down and you'll get multiple flowers. Your first one might be old and it's going to go, but you'll have other ones that continue to open while it's in your vase at home. These will fall off, or you'll trim them off, and you'll have new ones open up as you go.
Well,
so
I'm looking at this beautiful pink
so
one here.
cut down anywhere.
Okay, so cut down like that, and then do I trim the bottom? Okay.
And then in it goes.
Add that. Nice. And then maybe I'll go ahead and add one of the darker ones here. Kind of give a little nuance to that.
Perfect.
Ooh, so I want to add a sunflower, and I know that you said there's some white ones over here.
Yeah.
So what's the technique with picking them?
So sunflowers are best picked when they're just starting, they say winking at you.
Okay.
There's a good example of one winking at us right now. It's just starting to open.
Oh.
And that will continue to open at home for you, and you'll get to enjoy it for almost 2 weeks in some cases. Of course, when they're fully open, they're just as beautiful.
Yes.
And it's good to have both in your arrangement so that you can enjoy them for longer.
How long do fresh picked flowers last?
If they're picked at the correct stage, these can last up to 2 weeks for you.
Wow. So that's different, because I feel like my flowers always die when I get them from the store.
Your flowers are shipped here from who knows where.
Okay.
And here you're cutting it as fresh as you can get it. So that's the difference.
Yay. It's lasting. So is this one kind of winking, or is this one?
That one's winking, yeah.
That one's winking. So
on these, they only put one flower on, so you can cut wherever you want, as long of a stem as you'd like.
Okay, and I noticed that on the sunflowers in particular, there are bees everywhere. So
Yes.
should we be concerned about it? What type of bees are out here?
Most of these bees are just looking for the nectar.
Okay.
These are pollenless varieties, so these won't leak all over your house like traditional sunflowers will. Traditional sunflowers will drip pollen all over your tablecloth or counter or whatever. But the bees love these for the nectar.
Yay, let's keep picking. So these here look like roses, but you said they are called something else.
They're called Lisianthus.
Lisianthus, wow, okay.
They're like the poor man's rose, maybe. They're a beautiful flower.
They are.
They're one of our most labor-intensive ones to grow, though, but we love them. So I think we grew like 23 different colors this year.
Oh, wow, yeah, they go all the way up in that way. And you say they take, I mean, what are we in? About
August.
8 months to plant
these seeds got started in late January, early February, and we've babied them along since. Most of our seeds take a couple weeks, and they're good to go.
So do we go down low?
Yeah, for these you're going to get just like the cosmos. You're going to cut low. You're going to get lots of offshoots. These will open in your vase as it goes, and so you'll continue to get blooms for longer.
Oh, these are beautiful. I'm gonna get some of every color. It's funny, it's like when you start off building the vase, it's like you want to have a color theme, but then there's so many different
it's hard
colors
to
choose from, right? And what's cool is that you just allow for people to pick until they just fully fill their cup.
Yeah, well, you give people all kinds of tips and tricks how to get as many flowers in here as possible.
Yes.
It works well for the flowers. The flowers will send up more flowers if they are stimulated by the picking. So
really,
it works out for them. It works out for us. It works out for you.
Yeah.
Because you get lots of flowers. So
I love that. Flowers like friends too. Let's talk leaves for a moment, because I see here that this one is going bad. So when a leaf goes bad, is it best to go ahead and remove it?
Yeah, I would trim all of these leaves off. Sunflowers are notorious for their lower leaves. As they grow, their lower leaves start to develop spots, and so we usually trim all those off. I usually like to leave a few at the top. It gives some, it adds to the arrangement.
Yes.
Some filler in there, add some color.
And then what type of flower do we have here?
So these are our zinnias.
Look at this orange.
Yeah. You need an orange.
So
you don't have an orange.
Right.
Yeah.
I need some orange over here. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
That's our state fair mix.
Yeah.
They're some of the best zinnias that you can buy. They've won awards and stuff.
Okay, so these look so cool. They're kind of like dropping grapes or something. What are these called?
These are our snapdragons.
Snapdragons.
Yeah, they're a cool flower, but we managed to grow them in the heat of summer.
Wow.
And these will start to bloom down here, and then all of these will open up as your arrangement matures and whatnot. So the best stage to pick them is when these bottom ones have just started to open.
Okay.
And then everything else, even though it's not open now, will continue to open on your countertop at home.
Okay. These colors are so beautiful, so vibrant.
We need some color right there, I think.
Yes. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. Give you this.
Yep.
I don't know, guys, what do y'all think? I think we have some beautiful flowers that we picked today. at J&L Pickin Patch. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much, Joshua.
Yeah, thank you.
You too can experience the fun of picking flowers out at J&L Pickin Patch. We'll have their website listed below, and check out their Facebook page to see their hours, and we'll be right back.